Question, if I could, for Mr. Whitehouse. Mr. Whitehouse, in your statement, you discussed your experience as a longtime staff attorney with EPA's Office of General Counsel, both in Region 4 and at EPA headquarters. You also mentioned the types of cases that you worked on during your previous tenure at EPA. And my question would be this. During those previous 9 years at EPA, could you just share with us some of your experience and insights in working within the Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation, and Liability Act, known as CERCLA, known as Superfund, and the Resources Conservation and Recovery Act programs, also known as RCRA, and how that experience will benefit you in this new role leading the Office of Land and Emergency Management, should you be confirmed? That's a pretty long question.
It is. Thank you so much for it, Senator. I'll start off by saying that when I was in the Region 4 office, I was fortunate to be in a multimedia division of the office that allowed me to work in multiple statutes, including the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act. But my home was really dealing with RCRA and CERCLA, and particularly CERCLA. And the thing that stands out for me in my CERCLA work and all the different Superfund cases I worked on was my ability to go out to sites and meet with members of the community. That was transformative because those community members transformed this abstract idea of law practice into a very real experience of how do we protect these people on the ground from the problems that they're facing right now. And the concerns that you see on people's faces because of PCBs or TCEs or dioxin or lead made it really, I'd have to say for me, more than just a job. It was a commitment to try to help these people get this pollution away from them so they didn't have to worry about their children going outside and playing or being able to garden without getting their vegetables contaminated. And I also learned in that time that the work we do at the agency for us is about what EPA does. But for the community, it's about what the government does and whether or not the government is there for them when they're in the greatest point of need. And for me, that's the priority that I bring to my work in Olam, is to make sure that we as a government can stand behind these communities that are in need, provide them with the things they can't do for themselves. They can't clean up 50-year-old factories that have pollutants all over the place, and they can't clean up groundwater aquifers. This is our responsibility, Senator, and it's caused me to make it one that is a commitment that I'm dedicated to.
You're saying that they can't clean up, and you gave a couple of examples. It's ordinary citizens can't clean up. Lincoln was once asked, what is the role of government? And he responded, to do for the people what they cannot do for themselves, to your point.